guys, it's Logan from Myers Family of 5. Today I'm going to be doing the Homemaker Tag. My sister-in-law Madison from mamamadi, she's the one who tagged me to do this. So that's what we're going to do today. And I know the setting is kind of different. We're in the boys' room, but I have Miss Purse with me, so she's keeping busy with her toys right now so that I can make this video. So we'll get to the questions. Okay, so y'all are gonna have to bear with me because I wrote my questions down and Harper tore up the entire paper. So it may take me a minute to read the questions, but let's get started. Number 1 is, has anyone ever said anything negative about you staying home? This definitely yes, more than one. I get told that I sit on my lazy butt all day long. I get told that they don't understand why I don't work, blah, blah, blah. But people don't realize daycare's freaking expensive. Like, in Arkansas, Fayetteville, where I am, daycare just for Harper would be $190 a week. And I can't afford that. Even if I had income coming in, I would basically just be working to cover daycare costs. So that's why we just chose for me to stay home. Number 2 is, what is your favorite and least favorite part about staying home? My favorite part about staying home is just the fact that I get to experience all of Harper's firsts. Luckily her dad has experienced pretty much all of them too, even though he doesn't stay home, but that's definitely my favorite part. My least favorite part is being in charge of cleaning, bills. It gets old and I hate cleaning. I clean for a living also. I work too, and that's what I do as I clean. So cleaning at home also all day long, that gets kind of old and boring. Number 3 is, what is your favorite and least favorite chore? My favorite chore is probably, I don't know if you count cooking as a chore, but I love cooking. I got that from my dad and my grandma both. We all three, that's our thing to do together. So cooking is my favorite, but if you don't count cooking, then probably laundry. My least favorite though is definitely dishes. I hate doing dishes. I wish they didn't even exist, and I feel like I do them constantly all day long, every single day, sun up to sundown. Number 4 is, what time do you wake up and go to bed? Usually we go to bed, the boys are in bed by 8:30 at the latest on school nights. Harper's usually asleep by anywhere from 8:30 to 9:30, and then, so I usually go to bed when she does, but here lately, it's kind of been a little later. So like last night, even after she went to bed, I stayed up and watched Gossip Girl all night long, and I was up until like 11 before I went to bed. And then waking up, usually anywhere from 5 to 7-ish. Maybe on the weekend 7:30, but that's a very, very rare occasion, especially when we have the boys. Liam's usually up at the crack of dawn every morning. He doesn't sleep any later than like 6:30. No, you go play with your toys. You go play with your toys. Number 5 is, do you put anything on in the background while you clean, work, or cook? Yes, we have an Echo Dot, so I usually just tell Alexa, hey, turn on either today's hits, or I listen to the wedding song station on Pandora. I play that pretty much all the time, especially when I work and clean and stuff though. That's my favorite. Number 6 is, do you get dressed most days or stay in your PJs? I get dressed every day, not necessarily hair and makeup, but I at least change out of my pajamas. It may not last long, but I at least change out of them. Just because I work every night and then I have to take the boys to school in the morning and stuff. So, yeah. So yeah, I get dressed most days. Number 7 is how often do you do your hair and makeup? My hair, I usually don't really ever do my hair. If I do, it's like a little straightening, and still even then it usually ends up in a ponytail because Harper loves to pull my hair. And my makeup, maybe like 3 times a week. It kind of depends. Not very often though. And if I do happen to do it every day, it's usually just like mascara that I throw on real fast so I don't look like a walking zombie. But number 8 is what is your trouble zone or area in your home that needs the most help? I'd probably say this is the kitchen. It stays the dirtiest the most. It's not really a trouble zone. I usually keep it pretty picked up, or try to anyways. But that's definitely the area that it's constantly being cleaned. Number 9 is how often do you find yourself getting distracted? Almost always. I mean, not really by myself, but with all the kids, especially Harper. She's crawling, she's into everything, and she's obviously always wanting to eat everything. Her favorite is like paper and like the plug-ins on the wall. We had to go get all the plug-in, things to go on there, and cords. Those are her 3 favorite things. But I don't really get distracted. No. See, she's playing with the thing right now, plug-in right now. Play with your toys. Here. But I don't really get distracted that often by myself. It's just the kids. They always, I want, I need, something like that all the time. Number 10 is do you enjoy staying home or do you miss going to job every day? I work still, and I work every day. The only day that I have off at all is on Fridays. But I do kind of miss going to work just because that was kind of my like getaway and escape time. But I love staying home. That is my job. So I think I'd rather stay home. I mean, a lot of people think it's boring and that like I said earlier, I sit on my butt all day long, but that rarely ever happens. Basically the only time I ever sit down is like now if I'm recording or if I'm getting Harper to sleep. But yeah, I'd definitely rather stay home. Number 11 is what is your never-ending chore? Like I said earlier, our kitchen constantly stays dirty. The dishes are always having to be done. So probably the dishes, just, yeah, they never end, ever. Number 12 is what is your favorite way to relax or have me time? I'd probably say like a hot bath, or I like going to get my nails done or a pedicure. Sometimes retail therapy. It just kind of depends on if we have the money then or not. But yeah, probably most of the time it's just like a hot bath. Harper, hold on. Okay, sorry, she was getting into some papers. Number 13 is how often does your husband or significant other chip in? Zach watches the kids every night while I go to work, and I'm usually gone anywhere from, anywhere from like an hour to 3 hours sometimes. It kind of just depends on where I'm cleaning and what all I have to do and what day it is. But he usually chips in. I mean, especially if I'm not feeling good or something, he usually is the one that does all the laundry, and he's always got dishes done when I get home. But yeah, he chips in almost always. I've never really have to ask him to do anything. He just kind of does it. So that's really nice. Quit. Number 14 is when do you find time to do chores? Oh, never. You have to make time. Usually, since the boys are both in school, it's easier for me to get chores done. I can usually put Harper in her high chair with a snack, and she will, she'll usually, quit. What are you doing? She'll usually sit there and, eat her snack while I'm cleaning up or whatever. Or I can put her toys out. Or when she's asleep, I'll lay her in the recliner and put the footrest up, and she'll usually quit. Stay there for a while. Number 15, this is ironic. How do you balance being a homemaker and creating YouTube content? Just like I am right now. I'm trying to keep her distracted and here. And that's usually the only time I can get anything done. Or if I happen to do one of my cleaning videos, I just do that with all the kids around. I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. It's part of being a mama. Number 16 is what is your favorite room in your house and why? Probably the living room, just because that's where we all sit as a family and, watch TV or just talk, whatever, eat dinner. Yeah, it's relaxing, so that's usually the room we're all in, so that's probably my favorite. Number 17 is what is your least favorite room in your house and why? I don't know. I don't really have a least favorite at all. Maybe the bathroom, because it is a wreck. Especially with 3 boys and Miss Prish right here. That's probably my least favorite is the bathroom. What? Number 18 is do you feel like your house reflects your personal style? Right now, no, just because we had a carbon monoxide leak out in our house. And so we had to up and move with Zach's mom, out of nowhere. So right now, no, we have no decorations up or anything, but usually, yes, it does. I'm the one that decorates everything, so, yeah, usually it usually does. Quit. Number 19 is what does your home smell like? I don't know. We always have Scentsies going, so usually whatever Scentsy we have in is what each room smells like. Yeah, I don't really know. Every house kind of has that own little smell, that you can't really smell it, but everybody else can. But I hope it smells good. I don't know. Number 20 is what is your strong point and weak point when it comes to homemaking? My strong point is probably just the simple fact that I usually can get everything done that needs to be done. Rather that be, cleaning, going to get groceries, just taking care of the kids in general, bath time, bedtime, cooking dinner, whatever. I usually can get all of it done. Some days not so much, but usually, yeah. And my weak point, there's sometimes, like if I'm trying to get stuff done, that I get really overwhelmed, especially when, like, if Harper's crying and then both boys are crying or fighting or whatever, something like that. Usually it happens when she cries, they're crying, or when they cry, she starts in, or when she needs a bottle, that's when I want, gimme right that second. If I don't get it right that second, it's full-blown meltdown, freak out, just, yeah, it's a mess. But so yeah, my weak point is probably just getting overwhelmed sometimes, but I try not to have those moments. It doesn't happen very often, but that's definitely something that like I said in one of my other videos, I need to work on not getting so overwhelmed and flustered. But that is all for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I will link Madison's channel down in the comments, or good lord, can't talk, description. And so if you go and follow and subscribe her and like her video and watch her video and like it, that would be awesome. I'm sure she would enjoy that. And thank y'all for watching.